Inter-school holidays draw to a close. Wouldn't it be great to end them on a high note by improving social skills or pursuing a special interest? And with so many activities out there for scholars, here's one to consider. A social enterprise organization is holding a 4-day winter holiday camp. To tell us more about this, we're joined in the studio by the MD of Tsimong, that's Tammy Bowe. Tammy, good morning. Welcome to Morning News today. Thanks for joining us. When I was preparing for this interview and I was reading this and I finding out about what Tsimong does, among many things, it's very fascinating how you've managed to bring in the topical fourth industrial revolution into this kind of a setup.
Yes.
This camp is focusing on really preparing young ones for the future world of work, which is changing very rapidly.
So it's very important for us to capacitate our young children to get to a point where they are ready for the fourth industrial revolution and the 21st century world of work, which is ever changing, as you had just said right now. There are core competencies that you actually need to be prepared for this world of work.
So in these 4 days, you expose them to some of these competencies?
Yes. So that would be critical thinking, that will be communication, that will be collaboration, creativity, and all of that is encompassed in a debating program that we run for children. Because what debating as a sport does is that it packages all of these competencies for you. You are in a space where you have to argue a point that requires you to think on your feet and think critically and persuasively. You have to be persuasive in the way that you speak and communicate, so that improves your communication skills. Your collaboration skills are also incorporated there because you're working in a team and you're collectively solving a problem together. So if you do that enough times for a young child and put them in an environment where they are constantly solving problems in this way, then they're easily preparing themselves for the 21st century.
It's very interesting. I'm just smiling here because when you think of the fourth industrial revolution, we normally think digital.
Yes.
We think software programs, we think coding, we think hardware stuff. But you are making a very interesting point here because in this world, it's very much about interdependency. So you have to know how to collaborate.
Absolutely.
You know how to persuade and influence.
Absolutely. Because I think in this economy, the soft skills are going to be premium.
They're the hard ones, actually.
They're the hard ones, actually, right? What we consider soft right now are going to become the hard skills because automation is going to take over many of the intelligent skills that we think are important right now. And I think it's very important for us to be flexible enough to be at a stage where, as human beings, we'll be able to be self-determining. And self-determination comes with these 4 core competencies. Again, these are competencies that we're not trained in school right now. So it's very important for us to inculcate it.
I did debating way back in the 70s in school when I was in high school, and we used to really much enjoy it. But what I find fascinating about Tsimong's, you've developed a first of its kind toolkit for debating in Africa. Tell us about it.
So it's brilliant. So we got like almost 20 debaters from across the country. In fact, some of the best debaters in the world to come and contribute to a debating curriculum that we had built. So what we're going to be doing from next year is that we're going to be launching our Tsimong Academy, where we're going to take kids through a 13-week program where we take a child from like novice beginner debater to an advanced debater, to a point where we'll even take some of the best debaters through that program to an international debating competition. So we're trying to turn it into a school, and we're just putting together.
Are there particular topics you focus on, for example, in this to help them? Do you give them examples of, you can debate about anything.
Yes.
But are there particular focus areas you've chosen to do during these 4 days?
Yesterday when I was at Lebone College in the Royal Bafokeng, we were debating whether or not we should give strong artificial intelligence human rights. So sometimes, we get very philosophical depending on the topic areas that we're going into.
So AI should have human rights.
Yeah.
It's fascinating.
So it's going to come to a point where AI is going to be accruing so many intelligent skills that humans can do, right? And it will come to a point where we're going to be coexisting with this machinery. So the debate is starting around whether or not they should have human rights. Sophia the robot already has citizenship in Saudi Arabia. So those kind of debates are very, very important because they get to simulate children in environments that they otherwise wouldn't have been thinking about.
Now, how many learners are taking part in this 4-day camp? Do you know already? Have you got people who are already involved?
So far we have about 6 learners who are participating, and we encourage parents to bring more children. And right now we're trying to control it as much as possible because what we're doing is that we are launching this toolkit and we really want to test the quality of the toolkit itself.
So your plan into the future to expand it?
Oh yes, absolutely. In September, in fact, we're going to be launching a public speaking series for primary school kids. So right now we're dealing with high school kids.
I was about to say, how early do you have to start? Because if you're going to be ready for the fourth industrial revolution, you can't start when you're in matric.
No.
It has to go all the way. Actually, from ECD centers, one has to get those critical thinking skills right from as early as that.
Absolutely. I mean, for my son, they were just telling us at the crèche that he's going to be going to that they're going to start teaching them how to code on a small platform called Twiggly, right? So, like, he's 9 months old, he's going to go to crèche when he's 1, and he's going to be exposed to that kind of technology at that point. So it's very important to take that throughout your school career.
About blooming time, we start that early. How do people get hold of you? If somebody's watching now, I know you're trying to restrict the current program.
Sure.
Because you're testing the toolkit, you're trying to refine it as well.
Yes.
But if you want some more people to find out more about you, how do they get hold of you?
So you can get hold of us on our Facebook page on Tshimong SA. It's also great to check out our website, www.tshimong.co.za, or you can just email me, tpowe@tshimong.co.za.
And Tshimong is spelled with an H there. At the
yes,
beginning. TSH.
TSH,
Tshimong,
yes.
and MONG. Thank you very much, Tammy.
Thank you. Thank
Good
you
luck,
very
all
much.
the best. Sounding very exciting. It's a very important job to be doing this for us to know how to influence and collaborate, particularly in this new world. Okay, let's shift our gears a little.